UKISET is a test for going to UK schools, and it has 3 parts. It has reasoning, which is shape and number and word questions. There's reading and listening, and these are questions as well. And then writing a short essay. And I'm going to show you the shape, number, and word questions. So, first of all is shape. There are 4 different types. There's finding a shape that's the same. There's finding the shape that comes next. There's folding paper and making holes in it. And there's finding the shape that's hiding. And we're going to look at finding the shape that's the same. So here's an easier one to start. There are 3 shapes here, and we have to say which shape is the same. So have a little think, and then can anyone put up a hand and say the right answer?
C.
Okay, I heard someone say C. Who said C? Shadow, was that you?
Yes.
Okay, you're right. Why is it C?
Because it is the same and the size and also the color.
Great. Does anyone agree with Shadow? I agree with you, Shadow. That is good. These are all the same shape. They're all an arrow. They're all the same colour. They're all white. And they're all the same size. So C is the correct answer. Well done, Shadow. Let's see the other ones. A is the wrong colour. It's black. B is the wrong colour. It's got lines. D is the wrong colour. It's grey. And E, it's the wrong size. It's too thin. So that is a shape puzzle. Next, we'll look at some number puzzles. And there are 2 types. There is find the number that comes next and find the number that follows a rule. We're going to find the number that comes next. So here's another, a little bit harder. 5, 12, 6, 14, 7. What comes next? You have 1 minute to think. Ethan, what do you think?
I think it's 16.
Okay, and why 16?
Because for the first one, there's a +7, and then there's a -6. And for the third one is +8. And for the next one is -7. So for the answer, it might be +9.
Okay, very clever. Does anyone else think the same or have a different idea? Okay, I'm going to show you something. Here's a big clue, ready? If you have an idea, you can put up your hand. Antonio.
So basically there are actually 2 patterns in this like one sequence of numbers. So in the first, third, and fifth numbers, it starts with 5 and they keep on adding by 1. Right. And in the second, 4, and then 4th and 6th number, they add by 2, so it would be 16.
Okay, thank you, Antonio. And Kevin, I saw your hand go up. Were you going to say the same or anything else?
Yes, I think it's the same.
You think the same?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if you're right. Tina, what do you think? Does it look like there's two patterns?
Yes.
You think two patterns as well? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's check it. +1, +1, +2, +2. And 14 plus 2 is 16. Yes, very good. So Ethan, well done. You had the right idea and you found another way which was very good. And Antonio and Kevin, well done. You saw there were two patterns. Sometimes there are two patterns and we have to think and look for this. Okay, great work, guys. The last type is word questions. And there are two types of word questions. There are words that follow a rule, and there are words that are like the others. So red, blue, orange, we need a colour, we need green. So this one is nice. This one we'll look at together now. So here's a practice. Big to small, high to what? Does anyone have an idea?
Low.
Ah, so someone said low. Kevin, I saw your hand up. What do you think?
Low. I said
No?
low.
Tina, what do you think?
I also think it is D, low.
Okay. Anyone else think low? You can put your hands up or give a thumbs up even. Thumbs up if you think low. Low, thumb, 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 thumb. Wow, that's it. Definitely agreeing. So, why is it low? Can anyone say why it's low?
Because this is the antonian of high.
Ah, so the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's have a look. These are our words, and we can see, yes, these are opposites, like fast and slow, hot and cold, opposites. So we need the opposite of high, and that is low. Great, well done, guys. And we also had fluency means, oh, I can speak with fluency. It's very nice. If I go, that's not fluency. Very nice. Freeze. Can anyone show me freeze? Is it hot or cold? Cold. So like, yeah? This is freeze. Wealthy, we said lots of money. Very nice. And can anyone say what game is? Do we eat a game or play a game? Play, right? Yeah, great. Okay, guys, very well done. Thank you. I'm going to pass you over to Tabby, and she's going to show you all about reading and listening questions. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Thank you, Robin. Hopefully now it's switched screen so you can see the next part, and I'm going to talk through with you the listening, the reading, and the writing part of the UKISET test. And we're going to look at each of the different areas quickly and do a few example questions. This one here, and there's an advert, and the question would be, what is the advert telling you? So what is the advert telling you? And on this advert, it says the Orient Restaurant. So it's an advert for a restaurant. It says the lunch menu will change from next Monday, and there will be a new dinner menu from March the 8th. So without even looking at the answers, can someone tell me some key information that this advert is telling you? Can you put your hand up to tell me what information the advert is telling you? Shadow, can you tell us, what is the advert telling you? Or Antonio, do you think you can tell me what key information is the advert telling you?
So lunch menu would change in next Monday, and the dinner menu will change in March the 8th.
Lovely. So the answers that it gives you 3 possible answers. It says the food in the Orient restaurant is going to be different. The 2 menus in the Orient restaurant will change at the same time, or the Orient restaurant will open for dinner the first time in March. Have a little think, I'll give you some time to think, which of these answers best tells you what the advert is telling you. You put your hand up when you think you might know. Antonio, just wait 1 second. Hold the idea in your head to see if anyone else can come up with an answer.
The first answer.
Ah, well done, Shadow. Do you think it's the first answer? So the food in the Orient restaurant is going to be different. Can you give me a thumbs up if you agree? If you think it's the same, can you give a thumbs up? Kevin agrees. Tina agrees. Lovely. Antonio agrees. And Ethan, lovely. Everyone's agreeing. And you are right, it is this top one. Can you explain why? Does anyone think they can explain why it's not going to be one of the other 2? So how do we know it's not going to be the second option and it's not going to be the third option?
Because the third option is not mentioned and the second is wrong.
Okay, so you say the second one is wrong, Shadow, and you're right. Why is it wrong, though? Are there some key words that can help you say that it's wrong?
Because it's not changed at the same time.
It's not changing at the same time. Good. So it's this bit here that says the same time, because from this, it says that the lunch menu will change from next Monday, and the dinner menu will change from the 8th of March. So we know it can't be the second one because they're not changing at the same time. And how do we know it's not the third one? So the Orient restaurant will open for dinner for the first time in March. How do we know it's not that one?
It is because the restaurant, it will only change the menu, but not changing the whole restaurant.
Brilliant, it's just changing. So it's this word here that says change. Well done for picking that out, Tina. It's not a new restaurant. It's not opening for the first time. It's just changing. Brilliant. Okay, so the last part of the UKISET test would be where you have to write a short essay. So you have a question that you need to answer, and you've got to demonstrate your expressive language skills. So show how good your English language is through writing a response to an answer. And a question that you could get would be something similar to, around the world, people are living and staying healthy for longer and longer. What changes does this bring to today's society? Are the changes good or bad? And you would then get something that you have to include in your answer. So it says you need to write about caring for the elderly, different jobs, and also your own idea. Okay, so it tells you what they want to see in your answer, and you only have about 150 to 190 words to write your answer. So it's not very many words. You need to think carefully how to structure it and what you want to include in your answer. Okay, and that will bring us to the end of your test. I hope that it was useful.
I think let's give them a clap as well. Really good work.
Very good work. Thank you.
Very nice to meet you all.